This was a game that last year's Avs would 100% have lost, but we're only just starting to understand the power of Andrei Kakarot-Burakovsky. Avs win over the Arizona Coyotes 3-2 in overtime to move to 4-0 on the season. The three-headed monster as a unit did not record a single point in this game. McKinnon and Rantanen would both pick up points, but neither would score a goal, and none of them were major factors in the game. That means the fact that the Avs won, it's going to be really hard to beat this team this year. This game, however, was very much so 2 periods of meh, and then 1 period of madness. Let's be real, you already know I can't say Pavel Francouz correctly, so I'm just gonna call him Frankie, okay? Okay. His first ever NHL start, had played in a couple of NHL games last year, but never got a start. He comes in, the Avs immediately throw him to the Wolves by taking a penalty 40 seconds in. Thankfully, the Avs managed to kill that penalty, and Frankie don't care if it's his first ever NHL start. He looks super solid. He is very mobile across the crease, able to get his pads on anything. Don't shoot low on this guy. He will make the save. Little bit of a caveat there. He is a bit prone to giving up big rebounds, but that initial shot, it's not getting through. To be honest, the Avs got outskated through basically the entire first period. The top line of the three-headed monster, as I mentioned, did not look amazing. They had a couple of shifts here and there where they dominated possession and controlled the offensive zone, but dangerous chances weren't really developing. The Avs got outshot in every period of this game, so that does shine through, but on the other side, they kept it close. They weren't getting completely blown out of the water in any of these periods, and they did have some good chances in the first, including one shorthanded from Donskoy that really all he had to do was get his stick on it and it was an open net, but he whiffed on it. It really was a bit of an up and down game. Most of the Avs lineup was wildly inconsistent throughout it. However, the fourth line, once again, extremely consistent, bringing that hard work, bringing that forecheck, bringing that puck possession. They kept the Avs steady. Frankie was easily the Avs' best player through the first period. Very strong from him to start off his season, and it's 0-0 through 1. The second period was slower and sloppier. A lot of the Avs passing did devolve a bit. It wasn't horrible, but just a lot of pucks into skates, things that weren't quite controllable. The number of quality opportunities for both sides was reduced significantly. Neither team really generating that many high-quality opportunities. And that was a bit disappointing because the Avs had 2 power plays in the period. One of them they struggled to really get set up at all, and then the second was a bit better, but still not great. It was kind of 2 different things colliding with each other that just weren't working. Number 1 was that bit of inconsistency in the sloppy passing from the Avs, and number 2 was the Avs trying to get too cute. When your passes aren't quite perfect and you're still overpassing trying to make that perfect play, that one extra pass, you just end up failing on opportunities and not even getting a shot in the first place. Sam Girard in particular, I think, fell victim to that a little bit in this game, trying a little bit too hard to make the perfect play. The Avs also killed off Nikita Zadorov's 1 per game penalty in the second period, and with Francouz holding things down in net, they took care of business, and it was still 0-0 after 2. And then came the third period. And this game completely changed. It went from a slower game with not many quality opportunities to a ton of quality opportunities, and players started to convert. It started off with the Avs taking a penalty, not a great look, but they managed to get through it, play strong at 5-on-5, and then get a power play of their own. Their third of the game this year. That looks like enough for the Avs to get a goal pretty consistently. This play, like so many others in this game, was not clean. Kadri controls a puck along the near boards and gets it back to the point to Makar. All good so far. Makar does a good job to skate into what space he has and attempts to feed a pass through. Not exactly clear if this was intended for McKinnon or Kadri initially, but it ends up getting lost in McKinnon's skates. McKinnon doesn't even realize there's a puck coming to him until it's behind his left skate here. He does realize it, is able to collect it, and does a good job to win the puck battle, control it, and then get it back up out to Makar. Makar, not wanting to make the same mistake again, fires this one on net. He does have a good shooting lane. He also has Landeskog working into screen in front. It's a low shot, ends up going off the pads, creating a big rebound. Juicy, perfect. Kadri's licking his lips at this one. But look at the patience. Look at someone who has as good of hands as Kadri does, how much skill he has here. Instead of walking in and firing this into the open net, which may have been a goal, maybe Ranta gets over. We'll never know. He holds it, drags it, pulls it through the defenseman, gets Ranta moving to the far side, and then snipes it short side on him. Never stopping that. Filth. Kadri's first as an Av. You knew you couldn't keep him off the board forever, and that was a pretty one. Those hands are absolutely for real, and he'll be doing that again, I promise. And in many ways, that set off a night of firsts for the Av. Kadri's first goal on the team is quickly followed by another first goal of the season, this time Tyson Jost. Very similar to the Avs' first goal, actually. Jost is going to lose a puck in the corner here. As the play develops, you're going to notice very good forecheck, aggressive play by Burakovsky to chase all the way in and around behind the net here. This forces a rim around the boards. You're going to see a great job by Matt Nieto to do a stick lift here. Make sure this puck gets all the way back to the points where waiting is Cale Makar. He collects the puck, walks in about one step before just firing a shot on net. Same as the first goal. Waiting in front just off screen, you can just see the stick here, is Tyson Jost. The puck doesn't even get it all the way to the net. It may have even been a bit of a shot pass here. Makar likely wasn't looking to score. It squirts out perfectly. Tyson Jost finds it right on his doorstep. All he has to do is pick it up and slap it in, and that's exactly what he does. Jost's first goal of the season. At this point, do you just have to accept he's better as a center? He picks up his goal playing that position. He looked better last game at center. Don't mess with a good thing here, maybe. More importantly, Cale Makar's 5th assist of the season. That leads all rookies in the league in assists, and he's tied for the league lead in points for rookies. 2 assists in this game. Did I mention Cale Makar is a defenseman, and he's tied for the lead in all rookie points, including forwards. So the Avs are up 2-0 with 11 minutes to play. Let's be real here. This is a game you should win in regulation. The Avs should have won this game in regulation. But this third period is clearly the bizarro period of this game, and less than 40 seconds later, the lead is cut to 1. A clear leads to an awkward neutral zone situation where Oliver Ekman-Larsson collects the puck here along the Avs bench, and the Avs way overplay the bench side. Nothing is covering the entire near side of the ice, and Ekman-Larsson realizes it. He fires a puck over to that side to Grabner. Now Grabner gets to the top of the circles. Rantanen does a good job retreating, forcing the angle, cutting it off here, but Grabner still has plenty of room to fire a shot off. And this is truly a perfect wrist shot. You cannot shoot the puck any better than this. Francouz gets caught with his glove, maybe just a hair low, and it goes far corner and in. Credit where credit is due. A lot of goalies are going to get beat by that shot right there. Unfortunately, it costs Francouz the shutout, but the Avs are still leading by 1 at that point. Once again, this is a game that the Avs should win. Even up by 1 with 10 minutes to go, locking games like these down are critical to the Avs taking the next step. They had some quality chances, but the puck wouldn't go. Francouz actually even gets a little bit of help with a post, leading to the 5th good post of the season. But ultimately, the Avs defense scrambles, collapses, and the game becomes tied. McKinnon makes an aggressive play in the neutral zone here. Problem is, it backfires. He runs through the puck and is taken out of the play. Landeskog is the forward on the back check that kind of fills in on this side of the ice for McKinnon, leading Rantanen as the F3. Rantanen is not experienced as an F3. Fantastic forward, one of the best offensive players on the team, maybe even the league. Defense is not his strong suit. He heads towards the center of the ice, kind of completely loses track of the entire far side. No one covering this here as McKinnon is well out of the play, and Rantanen didn't really replace that F3 position that a center would regularly play very well at all. So there's a ton of room. The puck just kind of squirts out over there with no one covering, allows Schmaltz to walk in, and then he makes a nice move and finishes. Let's not kid ourselves. Blowing a 2-goal lead in a matter of 6-7 minutes is not a good thing. Not something you want to see the Avs repeat. But because they pulled it out, it's early in the season, they're undefeated. All right, give it a pass this time. Even so, the Avs had an opportunity to win this game in regulation. 30 seconds later, with 3.5 minutes left in the period, the Avs get a power play opportunity. It's another one they're not able to convert. 1 for 4 in the power play in the game. That's 25%. That's fine. Not going to complain about it, but lacking a bit of a big goal there. With time winding down, Francouz still has to make a couple of big saves, including this one where he sticks the toe out. You can see that puck wasn't going in the net, but it was a cross-crease pass. If Francouz doesn't get it, it's an easy tap-in. And so we head to overtime, and this overtime for both teams was a bit sloppy. Not too unexpected, given no one really practices 3-on-3 in preseason and training camp much. It's early in the season, you knew things weren't going to quite be perfect. However, the Avs do a good job of not giving up too many odd man rushes, a regularity in 3-on-3 hockey. Francouz makes the couple saves he needs to, and with the Avs mostly controlling possession, they eventually disjoint a play together until it works. Girard has already skated with this puck for a while, but he's going to continue working. Does a very good job to cut into the middle of the ice, create a lot of chaos while controlling the puck. This allows Landeskog to get off the ice. He swaps out for Rantanen. As Girard is cutting through the middle, Rantanen is getting into position. Girard's going to find him on the far side and feed him. It's not a great pass. It's into the skates, something we've seen all night from the Avs. Things just weren't quite clicking, but Rantanen's able to kick it, control it just enough. He has to give up on the middle of the ice. There's nothing here. 3 Arizona players all collapsing on him, so he's able to just throw it out to Burakovsky to safety. And this is where the play really starts to develop. Burakovsky, very patient, takes the open ice that's given to him. Rantanen sneaking back door. It's a play the Avs love to use, especially in overtime. OEL has to respect it. This gives Burakovsky a clean lane in to take the shot. He picks it up. Right about here, he realizes, oh, I'm walking in and I'm scoring this goal. He enters Super Saiyan mode. Walks in, picks the bottle, game over. I don't make the rules, I just follow him. You score the game-winning goal in 2 straight games and you become a Super Saiyan. That's the rule. The Avs make it closer than they have to be, but they get no goals from the 3-headed monster, and they still win. Even if it took overtime when it shouldn't, Francouz, the last first of the night, gets his first win in the NHL. The Avs still haven't played their best hockey, and they are undefeated. Dangerous. That is the end of this game video review. As always, thank you for watching, and for more premium content, head over to thednvr.com and consider subscribing. I am Rudo, and be honest, you didn't think the Avs would start 4-0.
Avalanche time, come on, grab your friends. We're going to the playoffs again with Nate the dog and Gabe the big. The fun isn't over yet.